Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Hold on, we're going to put it up a little bit. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. All right. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay. My voice will be test 1, 2, 3. Drive to center field and caught. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Is it echoing? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Welcome to today's test broadcast between the Wildcats and the Irish of Prince of Peace. We're here at Nelson Corp Field in Clinton, Iowa. Along the mighty Mississippi River, we're going to let Brad Seward, our public address announcer, take you for the opening ceremonies.
First, starting lineup with the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. Leading off and playing shortstop number 2, Toby Grimm. Grimm leading off and playing shortstop. Batting second and pitching, number 1, Matthew Shaw. Shaw pitching and batting second. Batting third at third base, number 5, Dylan Knipper. Knipper batting third at third base. Batting the fourth spot in center field, number 3, Brady Wall. Wall batting fourth in center field. Batting fifth, number 9, the second baseman, Trevor Grimm. Trevor Grimm batting fifth at second base. Batting sixth at first base, number 6, Dexter Dedeker. Dedeker batting sixth at first base. Batting seventh in left field, number 4, Bryce Vasky. Vasky batting seventh in left field. Catching and batting eighth, number 24, and Baker. Baker catching, batting eighth. And batting 94 for Braden Yorkford. Batting ninth in right field. That is the starting 9 for the visiting Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the starting lineup for the Prince of Peace Irish. Catching, number 4, leading off, Brody Dieter. Batting second at second base, number 2, Jackson Diener. Batting in the third spot at shortstop, number 8, Carson DeVoe. In the cleanup spot for the Irish, the center fielder, number 1, Eric Perry. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 11, John McGraw. Batting sixth, at third base, number 10, Sam Schilling. Batting seventh in left field, number 20, Hakeem Powell. Batting eighth, playing first base for the Irish, number 27, Jack Nuka. And the starting pitcher, batting 9, number 3, Tate Rudin. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting line tonight for the Prince of Peace Irish. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps and join us, we honor America, with the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nelson Court Field. Starting lineups have gone through. Thank you again to Brad Seward, public address and dancer for nearly as long as I've been alive. Andres Tejeda here with you on the call today for today's matchup between the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats and the Prince of Peace Irish. We're just about to get set here. Defensively, the Irish go this. Brody Diener behind the plate. On the mound will be Tate Rudin. The infield left to right. Apologies. It'll be Schilling, DeBoe at shortstop, Jackson Diener, the brother of Brody Diener, and Newcomb at first. Left to right in the outfield will be Powell, Berry, and McGraw. A beautiful day here tonight in the afternoon. We had a doubleheader today. JV teams playing each other as we hit the 7 o'clock hour. .72 degrees, a real feel of 70 along the Mississippi here. The mighty Mississippi, I should add. Give you a background on Tate Rudin on the mound tonight. This is his third game he's played in, his second start. He's 0-1. He's 7 1/3 innings pitched. Batting average allowed 167, so just under 200. He's allowed 6 hits, 7 runs. 3 of those runs were earned. He's only hit 1 batter with 7 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.86 with a whip of 0.82. Currently their best pitcher in the rotation for these Irish coming out today. Get you the starting lineup here for the Wildcats. Will be put up on your screen. Leading off is number 2 shortstop Toby Grimm, and then the pitcher will be batting for himself in the number 2 spot, number 1 Matthew Shaw. In the 3 spot, number 5 third baseman Dylan Knipper will be the lead off the top of the first inning. Warm-ups are over, and it's time to play ball, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Zeta here with you again at Nelson Court Field. First pitch coming up next. First pitch from Rudin on the way. He fires. First pitch just missed outside for ball 1.
702, 68 degrees.
Pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-0. First pitch is thrown at 7:02. Prince of Peace Irish struggling this year, 0-4, while the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats 3-1 on the year. The 2-0 in there for strike 1 against Toby Grimm. Grimm's played in 4 games, has an average of .588. Ground ball to third base, picked up on the left side, firing over to first in time for out number 1. Great play there by Schilling over to Newcomb for a 5-3 putout. Be the pitcher now, Matthew Shaw stepping in, the right-handed batter, or apologies, lefty. Patrick Mulholland, the head coach for the Irish, giving some assistance to his infield. First pitch misses high around the chin for ball 1. The Wildcats again 3-1 on the year. Successful start to their season. Pitch outside, misses for ball 2. Shaw with a .353 batting average takes strike 1 for a 2-1 count. Good sized crowd tonight here, all filling around the inner lip of the box seats here as this one misses outside. 3-1. The 3-1. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat, and fouled left side out of play, and we'll go to a full count. Rudin looking for his first strikeout of the day here. He sets, now fires. Swung on, popped up onto the left side of the field. Catcher going after it, and misses it just over his head, diving forward. As Brody Diener could not make the play, we'll do it one more time. Good effort and hustle out of the squat. Prince of Peace wearing the blue bottoms with the yellow trim on the side, yellow and white belts with blue loops, back pockets with the yellow trim, white tops, blue letters, yellow trim around them, and then little collars around the armbands. That's essentially what they're called, as opposed to collars or armbands. Blue and yellow. As this one's hit, popped up. First baseman Newcomb with the play for out number 2.
Third baseman number 5, Dylan Knipper.
Dylan Knipper steps in. Batting .355 on the year. Freshman for the Wildcats. Rudin sets, fires. Breaking ball didn't break and actually stayed quite high. Ball one. The 1-0. Inside, just out of the plate area, so it'll be ball two. That one just missed. Rudin sets again, 2-0, and fires. Over the plate, get me over strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, no one on. Rudin trying to get into a 1-2-3 inning as the Irish like to get some runs here. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt, 3-1. Pipper asks for time, now steps in the box, and the pitch. In there, strike two. Brought it back to full. In consecutive at-bats, Shaw had a 3-2 count, fought well before popping out to the first baseman, Newcomb. The 3-2. Inside, look out. That's using your head. Hit off the top of the helmet, and they're acting like he leaned into it. The umpire's going right up to him, but it's more of just a joshing him up before he goes over to first. So a hit by pitch off the noggin of Knipper.
Stepping in the plate from Maquoketa Valley, center fielder number 3, Brady Wall.
Brady Wall steps in, center fielder. Freshman batting .176 on the year. He's played in all 4 games, 17 at-bats, only 3 hits. Of those 3 hits, he has 5 RBIs. He leads the team with RBIs, so despite the average, he is contributing as this one gets away from the pitcher and into the second baseman's hands. That's Jackson Diener, brother of Brody Diener, behind the plate. 1-0 count. He sets, looks over to first, now fires home. In the dirt, good stop, but the runner's going to go ahead. The throw to second will not go. He'll go in for a stolen base. Runner on second after the stolen base. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Pitch over, no good, low, 3-0. Rudin getting inside of his head a little bit. Got to calm down and focus. Got 2 outs. Runner on second, and the 3-0. That's a good pitch for a strike, 3-1, as this one gets away from Rudin on the throwback from Brody Diener. Pause, now fire the 3-1. Swung on down the first base line and foul. Picked up by Newcomb in foul territory, and another 3-2 count.
Big bang, popcorn.
Three-two count on the way. Curveball off the end of the bat and foul again. Do it one more time. Warriors grounded out to third base and then popped out to first base. Then a hit by pitch as this one swung on. Good piece of hitting into center field. Center fielder's on it. And Barry will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 runner made on base and a stolen base, but nothing doing as the Irish put him down. As we go to the bottom of the 1st inning here in our test broadcast. Irish batting up next.
Leading off for the Irish, the catcher number 4, Brody Diener.
Welcome back, bottom of the first inning here. Prince of Peach coming up. It'll be Brody Diener to lead it off. The catcher, first pitch in there for strike one. The Matthew Shaw on the mound for the Wildcats. Sets, now fires. This one swung on. Pitch was high and fouled down the first base line, 0-2. Swung on down the third base line and foul as Brody Diener is making contact and surviving here. Brody, a senior, batting .333 on the year. And 5 at-bats. Just the one hit. The 0-2 outside. 1-2. He also has an RBI and a walk. Apologies, he is batting .200. This one misses outside for ball 2. This one off the end of the bat, and that'll fall for a base hit. First hit of the ball game goes to Brody Diener as he'll make a turnaround first to get the Irish started. It'll be Jackson Diener, his brother, second baseman number 2, batting up next.
Jackson Diener.
And the Irish have struggled 0-4, getting nearly blown out every game. A pitch over to first will not go for an out as this one gets away from the first baseman, Dietker. Also some good news in the outfield that the Nelson Corp ribbon board is fully functional. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike, throw down to second. The runner will be there ahead of the throw for a stolen base. Runner in scoring position now for the Diener brothers. The pitch inside. Catcher missed it, but kept it in front of him. One-two count, no out. Runner on second, and the pitch. Inside, got him looking, strike 3. Apologies, that was strike 2. The video board up on left field has it as a 1-2, which is the now correct count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at second, pickoff throw to second. Not in time as Brody gets back. Shaw steps back on the rubber. 1-2, no outs, runner on second, and the pitch to Jackson. Inside, missing low. 2-2. Shaw now sets. Doesn't even look to second. Now fires this one up the middle to the second baseman in Grimm. Grimm fires over to first for the out. The runner from second advances to third for a 4-3 putout.
Shortstop, number 8, Carson DeBow.
The Carson DeBow, the shortstop, with a runner at third base. The Irish will have the first chance to score for the first time all year this season, if the runner can come home. Shaw sets, now fires. First pitch swinging at a pitch way above his head for strike one. Long pause here now as Shaw sets. Fake throw to third. Keep Brody Diener at bay. Now sets and fires. Look out, gets past the catcher, runner coming home. Brody Diener will score the first run of the ball game. A wild pitch brings the Irish with their first lead of the season as they take a 1-0 lead. Credit Carson DeBow with a RBI. One count, one out. The pitch off the end of the bat to the shortstop. Toby Grimm will fire over to first, and it will be in time for out number 2.
Stepping to the plate.
So an RBI on the putout.
Number 1, Eric.
And now it'll be Eric Berry to keep the lineup moving, as the Irish have a 1-0 lead. First pitch in there for strike one. Good little breaking ball there on the outside part of the plate. The 0-1. Swung on off the end of the bat to third base. Third base eats it up a bit, throws over to first. It'll be close, and it's in time for a 5-3 putout. One hit, one run on a wild pitch, all thanks to Brody Diener with a stolen base. Heads up base running give the Irish a 1-0 lead at the end of one.
Second baseman, number 9, Trevor Grimm.
Welcome back, top of the second here. The Irish lead it 1-0. It'll be Trevor Grimm. Apology, it'll be Brady Wall. No, it will be Trevor Grimm. First pitch on the way, ball in the dirt for ball one. Tate Rudin still back on the mound. The next pitch misses high and inside over Grimm's head. Rudin had a pretty solid start to his outing, with every at-bat going to a 3-2 count as this one's fouled away for strike one. So with a 5-3 put out, then a pop-up to first base. Then he hit Dylan Knipper on the head. He then stole second, and then Brady Wall struck out with a drop third strike. This one off the end of the bat popped up into left field. Left fielder Powell going for after it, and he will miss it for an error. Third baseman Schilling will go and get it in left field. So an E7 on the play. As it'll be first baseman Dexter Dietker, apologies.
Dexter Dietker.
Dietker, the freshman. This one inside, swinging for strike one. A good fastball, good hearty fastball on the inside part of the plate there from Rudin. Dietker batting .133 on the year. Pickoff to first, no good as it gets away. And Grimm will go to second base. No throw there. It'll be tossed into the first baseman, who will throw it over to the pitcher. Now the field umpire will clean off the rubber. Be an error against the pitcher in E1. A called strike on the pitch against Dexter Dietker. Try saying that name 5 times fast. Dexter Dietker. The 0-2. Look out, that one hit him square in the back, and runners will now be at first and second.
Left fielder number 4, Bryce Vasky.
That'll be the center fielder Bryce Vasky with runners in scoring position. Vasky struggling with an .077 average. Just one hit, a single. He's walked twice in 13 at-bats. This pitch misses low for ball one. Dietker and Grimm take their leads at first and second. This pitch misses up high for ball two. We are nearing 7:30 Central Standard Time here along the Mississippi. The 2-0 in the dirt. Great block behind the plate by Brody Dietner. .3-0 count. No one out. Runners at first and second. Tate Rudin takes a deep breath, adjusts his hat, and now steps on the rubber, looks in, sets, looks at second, now fires. Good strike pitch there to make it 3-1. Rudin sets, looks like second, and now fires. This one misses outside and low. Bases will be loaded.
The catcher, number 24, Kenyon Baker.
Kenyon Baker now with the bases loaded. Infield will go in to the edge of the grass. Force at any base here. First pitch on the way. First pitch swinging, strike one. The 0-1 on the way. Mixing outside, coming in at a 64-mile-per-hour pitch, low and away. Here's the 1-1. In there, strike two. The 1-2. Swung on over the first baseman for a base hit. 1 run will score. Right fielder picks it up. Here comes a second run in Dietker, and the throw will get away. It'll roll all the way to home, and Baker will advance to second on the throw. So a 2 RBI single, advance on the throw, as the Warriors take a 2-1 lead in the top of the first inning.
Right fielder number 14, Braden Bjorkgren.
Braden Bjorkgren with runners in scoring position at second and third. No outs. First pitch from Rudin. In there, strike 1. The 0-1, low in the dirt for ball 1. Crowd has grown on the right side of the field here. So it is getting a little chillier than when it started. We started around 68 to 70 degrees. Now we got people in blankets and hoodies and lawn chairs, and it's a weird time of weather. But nothing but blue skies here in Clinton. The pitch. This one gets away. The runner's coming home, and he will score to give a 3-1 lead to the Wildcats. Wild pitch RBI there. Baker advances to second to third on the wild pitch. This one is in there for strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third. Rudin desperate for an out here. The pitch. In there, missing. Count will go full. The payoff pitch. Just missed outside for ball 4. As Bjorkgren will take first base on the walk. Runners at the corner, and we'll go back to the top of the order. Toby Grimm, he grounded out to third base his first time at the plate. Showed bump, but it misses outside. It'll be a defensive indifference to second. We'll give him the stolen base. It is high school ball after all. Runners at second and third. Toby Grimm at the plate. He'll swing this one into the left field gap. Left fielder after it, and it will drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. Bjorkgren behind him for the second run. And Grimm will scroll into second with a stand-up 2 RBI double. Matthew Shaw will now bat. Popped up to the first baseman his first time. As the Wildcats now have a 5-1 lead. First pitch swinging for strike 1. The pitch. Down to first base, picked up. He bobbles it, picks it up, now runs to first. And Newcomb will make the out at first. Grimm will advance to third on the plate. And there's out number 1.
Third baseman, Dylan Knipper.
Dylan Knipper will step in the box. He got hit in the head. There's a stolen base. First pitch, swung on, hit off the end of the bat into left field. Center field will actually go after it. This one actually will be caught by center field, shallow enough that the runner will not advance. Mark that as an F8 in the scorebook, folks. Out number 2.
Center fielder, Brady
It'll be Brady Wall, the 9th batter of the inning. He struck out on a drop third strike. First pitch from Rudin. Great breaking ball in there at 58 miles an hour. Beautiful breaker there. The 0-1. Breaking ball did not break that time. It kind of slipped. You could tell off the fingers when he threw it. He's got a little 3/4 arm slot there. Here's the next pitch, missing in the same spot. Ball 2. 2-1, 2 outs. Runner at third in the form of Toby Grimm. He had that 2 RBI double that got us to a 5-1 lead, as this one will be called for strike 2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second. The 2-2. Swung on off the end of the bat, picked up over by Newcomb at first base. He slips and he'll make the tag instead for out number 3. The Wildcats break it open, scoring 5 runs after being down 1 at the end of 1. We'll go to the bottom second, see how the Irish will answer. 5-1, Wildcats lead.
For the Irish, right fielder John McGraw.
Welcome back. John McGraw will bunt. Great bunt. First baseman will get to first, and he will be safe. Jai will go to second on the missed throw from the pitcher, and will get into second safely. So it'll be an error on the throw by the first baseman in E1, and he'll advance to second. It'll be Sam Schilling. Swan and foul.
At the plate,
Strike
third
1.
baseman Sam Schilling.
The 0-1 hit off the end of the bat to the second baseman, and Trevor Graham. Trevor will fire to first for out number 1. John McGraw will advance on the 4-3 putout to third base.
Powell.
The Hakeem Powell, left fielder. Keel batting a .333 on the year. Pitch gets away, and Jai will not advance home. on the wild pitch. So it'll just be a 1-ball, no strike count here. Next pitch from Shaw. Just misses above the letters, 2-0. Runner at third, 1 out, the 2-0. Swung on off the end of the bat, off to the right side, and out of play. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at third, and the pitch. Grounded a second to shortstop, under the glove, and a run will score. Akil Powell with an RBI on the error. Be Jack Newcomb, the first baseman.
Jack Newcomb.
To keep the inning going, and the Irish just 3 runs down. Pickoff attempt to first, no good. Foul asks for time. Jack Newcomb still waiting for the first pitch. Another pickoff attempt to first. No good. This would be MLB. That'd be the second disengagement. And if he picks off again, he'd need to get him or it's a balk. Shaw sets in another attempt and didn't get him, so he'd go into second had this been the big leagues, but it's not. 5-2 the score. John McGraw scoring that second run for the Irish, and another pickoff. 4 consecutive pickoff throws to first. As Shaw really thinks Powell is going to take and snag second, so he's keeping a close eye on him. Powell with a very short lead. It's his first, now the pitch. This one off the end of the bat to the third baseman. Third baseman picks it up on the infield grass, fires over to first. The pick, no good! The runner will advance to third on the error. Call it E5, as there's been nothing but errors on the play here. Now it'll be the pitcher, Tate Rudin, see if he can help himself here to close on the lead. And another pickoff attempt to first, as Jake Newcomb is in there safely. Shaw sets, looks to first, now fires. Showing a bunt, he got it down, it was above his head. Shaw fires to first, will get there in time, the runner comes across to score. As it'll be a sacrifice bunt.
The catcher, Brody Diener.
Brody Diener will the top of the lineup here. Started the game off for the Irish with a single, a stolen base, and then came around to score on a wild pitch. "5-3 after the sacrifice bunt, as the Irish now trail by 2. Pitch up in, ball 1. That pitch that Rudin bunted was above his head. It kind of looked like he was kind of swinging with an axe as he bunted it down. That one inside and down the line off the third base bag and fair. A base hit for Diener, as he'll be 2 for 2 on the day, and it'll be Newcomb to third.
Second baseman, Jackson Diener.
It'll be Jackson Diener, the brother of Brody Diener. He grounded out to second base for an out. He's 0 for 1. Patrick Mullen giving some signs, and there'll be a pinch runner at first base. It'll be number 22, Jolie Mullen.
Elijah Patterson.
And apologies, it'll be Elijah Patterson, number 12. Elijah will go back to first on the pickoff attempt. Pitch called for a strike, and it'll be Patterson to advance to second with a stolen base. Runners at second and third. The 0-1 missing high, ball one. The Irish in a great position here to tie the game. This one up the middle. Shortstop, great diving stop, fire to first in time. What a play by the shortstop, Toby Grimm, to get out of the inning and keep the Irish at bay. The Irish do come back with 2 runs as they trail 5-3. Top of the third inning coming up next.
Leading off.
Welcome back, top of the third inning here.
Second baseman.
Between the Wildcats and the Irish of Prince of Peace. It'll be Trevor Grimm. He led off the top of the second inning. He got on via an error in left field, where Powell could not make the play. First pitch misses for a ball, as Rudin's still on the mound. Curveball in there for strike one. At a speedy 57 miles per hour. We got the pitch speedometer on. It's displaying the speed in right center field. This pitch in the dirt couldn't get picked by Brody Diener behind the plate. It'll be 2-1. And we're here at Nelson Corp Field here in Clinton, Iowa, along the mighty Mississippi. This pitch misses up high, 3-1. Lumber Kings play here usually during the season, a Prospect League team. Their season starts in just 6 days, so you can watch all the action on PLTV, subscription-based, as that one's called a strike over the middle, 3-2. Another 3-2 count that Rudin finds himself in. Nearly every batter has gotten into the 3-2 count while facing Rudin. As Rudin now sets, here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. It'll be the third baseman to snag it. Firing it over to first is Schilling, and it makes the catch. Newcomb had the double check. He couldn't believe it. A 5-3 put out for out number one. First baseman Dexter Dietker will come up. He got hit in the head. Or actually in the middle of the back. That was Knipper who got hit in the head in the first inning. He came around to score. Breaking ball in there, and Rudin's got the breaking ball working. He's executing it so well here. The 0-1 on the way. Another breaking ball swung under it and out of play. 0-2. As Dietker finds himself in a hole quickly. Rudin working very quickly here on the mound. He looks in, gets a sign, and sets it. We're ready to roll again. The 0-2. Inside. Wow, almost broke in. It'll be 1-2. This is outside, now 2-2. Rudin, I think he'll punch the fastball, and he does. It gets away off the end of the bat and out of play on the right side. See Barry in center field working on his batting stance out there. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball again. Look out. Right behind the plate. Mom getting some photos as it nearly nailed her. So we'll do it again. 2-2, 1 out. No one on. And the pitch from Rudin. Breaking ball misses up high and in. And we're back to a full count again. Maquoketa Valley leading 5-3. Here's the full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Got him swinging for strike 3. Second strikeout here for Rudin on the day. As it'll be Bryce Vasky, center fielder. First pitch is up and inside. Ball 1. The 1-0. Got him on the top of the shoulder. Breaking ball didn't break. He lost that one. That's the third hit batter of the day. The Kenyon Baker to step in next, the catcher. He singled his last time with a 2 RBI single, advanced to second.
Number 24,
Came around to score with a wild pitch, advancing to third. And then the 2 RBI double by Toby Grimm at the top of the lineup brought him around to score. First pitch in there for strike 1. The throw down is going to be hit off of Vasky as he slides into second safely for a stolen base. No balls, 1 strike, runner at second, 2 out. Next pitch fouled off and off to the left side. And a great catch behind the plate. Unfortunately, it hit off the wall, so it will not count as an out, but they're down 0-2. 1 strike will get him out of this inning here. Rudin sets, now fires. Breaking ball, just missed high above the letters. 1-2. Wind's blowing in here from left. 1-2. Got him swinging. It'll be a throw over to first, and that'll be his third strikeout and out number 3 as the Irish will come up to bat. 5-3, and the Irish keep the Wildcats scoreless. Bottom third coming up next.
DeBow.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning here as the Irish trail 5-3 against the Wildcats. It'll be Carson DeBow. He had an RBI and grounded out to shortstop. His first time up in the first inning. He was on when Brody Diener scored on the wild pitch, so credit him with the RBI. First pitch was outside, and the next pitch, big hack for strike one. The 1-1. Swung on, great piece of hitting down the third base line and into left field for a base hit to start the inning off right. It'll be Eric Berry now to step in. He grounded out to third base his first time up.
Center fielder, Eric Berry.
Center fielder and number one will show bunt. It gets away, and it'll be a stolen base as DeBow looks and makes the turn to second, but he'll stay and think otherwise. There'll be a wild pitch on the plate as DeBow advances. 1-0 count on Barry. Runner at second, nobody out. Shortstop in Toby Grimm looks, and the bunt laid down. Great bunt. Pitcher will pick it up, fire over to first quickly, and make the chance for out number one. A sacrifice bunt as the runner advances to third. The Jai McGraw, he reached on the error. He also bunted to the pitcher, and the throw got away. He also came around to score. First pitch to Jai will have to wait as a fake attempt to third. So he looks at DeBow at third. Knipper, the third baseman, wasn't even really covering. So Jai will step out, now step back in, and get himself set. The first pitch to him, swung on and missed, low and away for strike one. The 0-1. Swung on again, lower this time, and it's 0-2. Sets and fires the 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Carson DeBow at third with a slight lead, and the 1-2 to Jai, and he swings late for out number two. First strikeout for Shull tonight.
Third baseman, Sam Schilling.
Sam Schilling, he grounded out to second base his first time, 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch to Schilling, in there for strike one at letters. Schilling didn't like the call, threw his head back in anguish there. 5-3, the Irish trail. Runner at third, 0-1. Swung on and fouled out of play, 0-2. Sun is setting here as we're nearing the 8 o'clock hour here in Clinton, Iowa. Here's the 0-2. Off the end of the bat, popped up into foul territory. Third baseman Knipper will miss the play as he overran it. And Schilling will get another life here. DeBow takes his lead. The 0-2. Swung on up the middle to second base. Second baseman slide stops, but that'll be it. A base hit to the second baseman and an RBI to narrow the lead down to 1. Akil Powell step in. He advanced to second on an E6. First pitch. Low, below the knees for ball one. Trevor Grimm on the last play was able to stop it but couldn't keep it in front of him. The ball kept spinning away, and a pickoff attempt, and they narrowly got him. The head coach from the Wildcats steps out to the edge of the grass in foul territory, and that was real close, folks. Narrowly got him. Schilling was very delayed at getting back. So it could have been a coin toss, as it'll be Shull to step off again and kind of regroup himself after all the action there. Runner at first in Schilling, 2 outs. Akil Powell at the plate, still waiting for pitch number 1. Another pickoff to first, and he'll be safe. A much better return to first is Schilling, as Akil Powell still waiting on the first pitch. Shull now sets, looks over to first, now home, now fires. Pitch in the dirt, Schilling steals to second, no throw. Ball 1. Called strike 1-1. Irish have been clawing their way back. They had the 1-0 lead, and then the Wildcats put up a 5 spot in the second inning, top of the second, apologies. This one's hit off the end of the bat and foul down the third base line. The Irish then would come back with a 2-run inning in the bottom of the second to make it 3-5. And now here in the bottom of the third, have found a way to score. Carson DeBow reached the base hit, then a wild pitch. Stole third as that one got him looking. That's his second strikeout of the game. And the Irish will have some more work to do as they will go to the top of the fourth. Wildcats still leading 5-4, but the Irish one more back. Top of the fourth coming up next. Welcome back, top of the fourth inning. Andre Sejeda here with you. We've gone through about, I'd say, 2/5 of the game. These games usually go 7 innings, so let's go with 3/7 of the game. It'll be Bjorkgren. He'll hit off the end of the bat right up to Rudin. Rudin fires over to first for a quick 1-pitch, 1 out. Making quick work of his first foe here in the inning.
Toby Grimm.
Be Toby Grimm. He grounded out to third base and then had the 2 RBI double in the second inning. First pitch, showing bunt, and he pulled back. Pitch was up and in, ball 1. Rudin out for his 4th inning of work. 1-0, shows bunt, low again. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. Missing high, 3-0. Rudin's only allowed 2 walks, but many at-bats have gone to 3-2. Here's the 3-1. In there for strike 1, and the trend continues. The 3-1 on the way. Outside, ball 4 in the dirt. And hustling down to first is Toby Grimm as Brody Diener finally gets his bearings and finds the ball on the ground on the left side of him.
The pitcher number 1, Matthew Shaw.
Matthew Shaw up next. He's hit to the first baseman each time in his last 2 at-bats. 0 for 2. He popped out in the first and then grounded out. Now he shows bunt inside, ball 1, and Brody Diener won't get a throw off. A stolen base will be credited to Toby Grimm. Grimm trying to help increase the lead as the Irish have narrowly made that 4-run lead disappear in the last 3 innings of work. Here's the next pitch off the end of the bat, inside part I should say, and a barehanded grab in the dugout. Looks like that's number 10 out there, Sam Schilling. Nope, Sam Schilling's playing third. I am off. And what a play indeed as the ribbon board flashes. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second, and a 1-run lead for the Wildcats. Long pause from Rudin, now pitching in. Off the end of the bat again. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. The breaking ball swung on, attacked, and foul right over the catcher Brody Diener's head, and we'll do it again. On deck, it's Dylan Knipper. This one off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Jackson Diener fires to first and makes the play. A great stretch by Newcomb to make the out. 4-3 put out. 2 outs. Dylan Knipper, the third baseman, now comes up. He was hit in the head in the first inning. I know that sounds awful, but he was. Then flew out to center field. 0 for 1. He also has a stolen base after getting on. First pitch to Knipper, breaking ball outside, ball 1. Up the middle, great hit, and a run will score, an RBI single, and the Wildcats extend their lead, and now lead 6-4. Grimm will come around and score the 6th run of the game. His first run scored of the ball game. It'll be Brady Wall. Shows bunt, fire down to the second. A great throw, but it gets away into right center field. So Dylan Knipper with a stolen base. Good throw by Brody Diener, but just not in time. That pitch was outside, so it'll be a ball. 8:06 Central Standard Time here along the Mississippi River here in beautiful Clinton, Iowa. Baseball's just around the corner, folks, as Memorial Day is just a few days away. Can you believe the weekend's almost here? Brady Wall falls off the second pitch, so it'll be 1-1, 2 out, runner at second in the form of Dylan Knipper. And the pitch swung on and missed, 1-2. Actually, no, that'll be a strike 3 call on the swing for his 4th strikeout. The Wildcats managed to score and extend their lead, but the Irish have scored in every inning thus far. Let's see what they have in store in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wildcats lead 6-4.
Leading off for the Irish. First baseman.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning. The Irish will try to narrow the lead again. It'll be Jack Newcomb, the first baseman. He reached on an E5. First pitch grounded to the shortstop, hard grounder, and a good throw to the first baseman. Will get out number one.
The pitcher, number 3, Tate Rudin.
We Tate Rudin, the sophomore. Tate Rudin had the sack RBI, sack bunt. This one hit off into center field off the end of the bat, and it'll be caught by Wall for out number 2.
The catcher, Brody Diener.
Brody Diener, the catcher, has 2 hits on the day. Got the game started with the first hit with a single, and then again in the second inning with another single. He's 2 for 2. First pitch inside, look out. The 1-0. Swung on down the left field line and foul. Brody Diener's got a good eye at the plate. 1-1, 2 outs. Matthew Shaw still on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. That more of a volley floater there. Be 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and hacked, but foul. Look out in the neighboring ball fields across the street of 6th Avenue. I think it's safe to say that Brody Diener will really like that pitch. Here's another breaking ball above his head, and it's now worked full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Diener trying to continue the inning, and here's the payoff pitch. This one hit off, popped up into the infield. Shortstop Toby Grimm calling for it. 2 hands and makes the play for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning, the only 1-2-3 inning we've had so far. Irish go down quietly, and the Wildcats will try to expand their lead as they lead 6-4. Top 5 coming up next. Welcome back to the broadcast. Andres Tejeda here with you. Top of the 5th inning. The Wildcats leading 6-4. Tate Rudin still on the mound. The Trevor Grimm takes ball 1 low and outside. Trevor Grimm reached on an error from left field and then grounded out to the third baseman. Next pitch misses low and outside, ball 2. 2-0 on the way. Breaking ball again in there, 2-1. Haven't seen that in a few innings from Tate, but glad to see that it's still working. 2-1. Off the end of the bat to the shortstop. DeBow has it, fires the first, over to Newcomb for out number 1. Dexter Dietker now steps in. He got hit in the back and then struck out swinging in the last at-bat. He's 0 for 1. First pitch. Outside, missing, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Off the end of the bat and fouled out of play on the right side. 1-1. This game's been moving fairly well. The first pitch start time of around 7 o'clock. We're at 8:15. That pitch in there for strike 2. A little bit of a delayed call by the home plate umpire, but still a strike nonetheless. Rudin's got 4 strikeouts, into the bottom of the 4th with a 1. And this one inside, swung on, and chasing after it is Schilling. Schilling won't make the over-the-hand grab. Would have been a great play had he done it over the shoulder. But we'll do it again, 1-2. Dexter Dietzker. Again, try saying that 5 times fast. Steps back in. Here's the 1-0 from Rudin. Narrowly missed with the front door breaking ball. It'll be 2-2. And the pitch. Great pick behind the plate from Brody Diener, but that'll go outside and low. 3-2. Another full count for Rudin. Rudin steps on the rubber, now sets, and will fire the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, popped up. Now going into foul territory is Schilling, and it will drop. Another misplay by Schilling in foul territory. This one a little bit easier than the last, but Dietker will have another life and another chance to get on base. Payoff pitch one more time. Got him swinging. Dietker flips the bat in disgust as Rudin gets strikeout number 5. Bryce Vaskey now will dig in. Rudin sets and gives him the first pitch. In there, a fastball, 65 miles an hour for strike 1. Rudin back to toe the rubber, 0-1 on the way. Curveball just missed. Bryce Vaskey squatted, trying to close the zone a little bit. May have gotten a little bit of a reward there as he gets hit right in the chest. But he'll run over to first, so another hit by pitch. That's the second time Vaskey's been hit. And I think that's going to be it for Rudin as Patrick Mulholland, the head coach, comes out, and that will, in fact, be it. We'll take a break here. And what an outing from Rudin as he hands over the ball to Patrick Mulholland. Actually, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Might just be a mound visit. No one's coming in. There's no one warming up in either bullpen. I think just Patrick Mulholland wanted to have a word with him. And that's all it will be. So everyone will go back to their positions. So now it'll be Kenyon Baker, the catcher. He's 1 for 2. He had the 2 RBI single and then struck out on a drop third strike. 2 outs, 1 on at first. Pickoff attempt to first, no good. And they're going to call a balk possibly here, as the umpire is going to go ahead and give him some words. And I don't think it'll be a balk call, but I did hear him say you got to keep an eye on the home plate umpire. I don't think he was ready to go. So no balk. Runner will still stay at first. That's Bryce Vaskey at first. And now a balk call. Vaskey was in his head and he knew it. So Vaskey will advance on virtue of the balk. First pitch in there for strike 1 as Baker swings and misses. Grounded. Shortstop reaching. Barehanded throw to first. A stretch. In time. What a pick by Newcomb. A 6-3 putout. And what a stretch for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom 5. Wildcats still lead 6-4.
Leading off for the Irish, second baseman Jackson Diener.
Welcome back, bottom of the 5th. Jackson Diener rounded out to second and then short his first time. First pitch outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In there for strike 1. Matthew Shaw still on the mound, working in his 5th inning of work. Next pitch up the middle. Great play by Shaw to move it over to first for a 1-3 putout.
Shortstop Carson DeBow.
Carson DeBow steps in, has an RBI, a single, a stolen base. This one hit off the end of the bat into center field. Center fielder coming on and will make the catch. An F8 in the scorebook. Shaw working another 1-2 inning. He had the 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Eric Berry will try to make sure that doesn't continue here. He grounded out to third, and another pitch right back to the pitcher, having some struggles, but another 1-2-3 inning, and another 1-3 put out in the inning. That inning lasted less than 3 minutes. 6-4 the score. We go to the top of the 6th. Wildcats up next with their 9-1-2 batters.
Defensive changes for the Irish, now pitching Eric Berry. Moving to shortstop, Jackson Diener. Moving to center field, Carson DeVoe. And playing second base, Tate Rudin.
Welcome back, top of the 6th inning here. Some defensive changes as it'll be Rudin's exit. 5 innings of work, 3 hits, 6 runs, only one of them earned, and 5 strikeouts. It'll be Eric Berry to toe the rubber. Defensively, it'll be Jackson Diener from second to short, Carson DeVoe from short to center field, and Tate Rudin will go and cover second. And it looks like we'll have to take some tape off here. I think we've got it all squared away now. Little break there as Eric Berry throws his first pitch in there for strike one. And as Braden Bjorkgren did show bunt, but it was in the zone. Bjorkgren with a walk and RBI and grounded out to the pitcher his second time. Next pitch swinging low and away for strike two, and Eric Berry with a fast 2-pitch, 2-strike count. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, strike three. That's his first strikeout for the first batter that he faces. Toby Graham in here. And we'll see here the umpire is giving some warnings here. I think it's saying from the hand signals, it looks like he's licking his fingers, and the field umpire saying, you cannot do that. And Barry's like, all right, I'll stop. But that's a good eye on the umpire to make sure that no foreign substances are on that baseball. Here's the first pitch from Barry to the leadoff hitter, Toby Grimm, as that one misses inside, 1-0. Next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on off the end of the bat to right field. Right fielder McGraw going after it. It's over his head. Grimm will round first and go to second, and he'll stop there. No, he'll go to third. Here's the throw from the second baseman. It's in time, and he's safe. He's safe. What a throw. So a lead-off triple for the leadoff man in Toby Grimm. First pitch now to Shaw. Low and away, ball one. There's the bunt, pulls away, throw over to third, not in time from the catcher and Brody Diener. Good idea as Grimm was taking a healthy lead from third base. Wildcats really want some more insurance here. They've seen that the Irish can come back. Barry sets. The 2-0. No bunt shown this time, missing outside, just outside. 3-0. Called strike, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 outside, missing for ball four, and now runners are on the corners with one out. Dylan Knipper steps in. He's 1 for 2. Hit by pitch. Flew out to center field, and then a base hit. A pickoff attempt to first, not in time. So keep an eye on Matthew Shaw. No courtesy runner for Shaw. Knipper also has 2 stolen bases and an RBI. He shows bunt again. Throw down. It'll go apologies. It'll go back to the pitcher, and Shaw will advance to second with the stolen base. One ball, no strikes, one out. Barry sets and fires. Off the end of the bat, right field line, down and foul, out of play. As McGraw hustling and nearly fell, and actually he's down on his hands and knees. He may have run up on the mound in the bullpen area, and it looks like he's struggling to get to his feet, and he's hobbling back down the line. Patrick Mulholland hustling out there to give him a good look. It looks like it's that right foot where there's some issues, but he'll walk it off as Patrick Mulholland, the head coach, will come on back to the dugout. One ball, one strike, one out. Everyone back to their positions. And the pitch. Off the end of the bat again, down the right field end. First baseman Newcomb going after it, and out of play. One ball, two strikes. One out, runners at second and third. Wildcats lead 6-4. Barry now fires the 1-2. Got him swinging, drop, third strike. He'll fire over to first. And it won't be in time as he hesitated, and now the bases are loaded. You don't see that every day. A drop third strike and an advance to first.
Center fielder, Brady Wall.
So credit him with the second strikeout of the day, but only one out in the inning. Bases loaded. First pitch over to Wall. No good. Outside. Ball one. Wall has 2 strikeouts. Grounded over to first base. One of those strikeouts was also a drop third strike. Here's the 1-0. Off into the bat and through past the diving shortstop. Left fielder will pick it up and fire it into first. Apologies to the pitcher. And then it'll be an RBI single.
Second baseman, Trevor Grimm.
That's the insurance run that the Wildcats were looking for. Bases still loaded. A 1 out. It'll be Trevor Grimm. He grounded out to shortstop his last time. He looks at strike one up for the first pitch from Barry. So for 2, reached on an error and scored. Grounding out to third base the second time, and this one will go to the first baseman. He'll fire home, and he'll be safe. Brody Diener went for the tag instead of the force out, and a run will score. His foot was off the bag. And now it's an 8-4 lead.
First baseman.
So call that a fielder's choice. As everyone is safe. Maquoketa Valley has doubled their lead over Prince of Peace. 2 runs in this inning, and the onslaught is not looking like it'll stop anytime soon. First pitch into Dietker for strike 1. He's got 2 strikeouts on him. Hit by a pitch king, came around to score his first time around. Struck out swinging his second and third time. Pitch misses high, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In there, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded. And the crowd goes to a fever pitch. Inside that hit him, and everyone's going to move advance 90 feet.
Left fielder Bryce Vasky.
Bryce Vasky will come in as the floodgates are slowly opening. 3 runs in this inning and a 9-4 lead. First pitch outside, ball 1. Vasky has walked and been hit by a pitch twice and has scored once. He's got 1 stolen base and advanced on a balk in the last inning. Here's the pitch. Down low, gets past the catcher, and Brody Diener, and the run from third is going to score safely, and everyone will advance 90 feet. A wild pitch. It'll actually be a pass ball. Bryce Vasky will get the RBI. Kenyon Baker is on deck, and he would be the 9th batter of the inning. (3-0) In there, strike 1. breaking ball misses high, and the bases are loaded once again.
The catcher, Kenyon Baker.
Kenyon Baker. He had the 2 RBI single, struck out on a drop third strike, and then grounded out to shortstop as he looks at strike 1. Off the end of the bat, down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman, firing home. It's off the runner, gets away, and the second run is going to come home to score. E5 as 2 runs come across to score. And he'll advance to second base.
Right fielder, Bjorkgren.
First pitch to Bjorkgren inside, ball 1. They've batted around the inning. Bjorkgren started it off in the 6th, struck out swinging. What looked like a promising start to the inning as Barry struck him out quickly. Since then, they have not been able to record 1 out. He shows bunt, pulls away, and now it'll be called strike in there. 2-1. A 6-run spot here in the top of the 6th. Gives them a 12-4 lead. Off the end of the bat, past the pitcher. Second baseman coming over, firing to first. Got him for out number 2. A run will score. Mark that a 1-6-3 putout and an RBI. Baker advances to third on the play. And he'll be back to the top of the order. Toby Grimm, he had the triple that started this inning as he gets it over the shortstop into left field for a base hit. It gets past the left fielder. Grimm rounds first, going to second. The throw in will not be in time. He's sliding in safely with his second double of the day. Matthew Shaw, the pitcher, will step in as he fits his batting gloves. Off the end of the bat, dribbling down to the third base line, sliding and losing his grip is the pitcher, Barry, as that'll be a infield single. Barry was sitting there and hung his head as it's got to be a tough inning as Brody Diener will call a meeting on the mound. You love to see the sportsmanship here. You're down by 10, but yet you are trying to keep your pitcher and his head held high, especially after the scene sitting down the third base line. So they'll continue the fight. Dylan Knipper, he struck out, but advanced to first on the drop third strike and came around to score. First pitch in there. Runner from first will advance to second and a stolen base for Shaw. We are now in mercy rule territory, so if the Irish cannot score in the next bottom half of the inning, the ball game will be over. This pitch misses high and away, ball 2. The 2-0. off the end of the bat and hits off of Brody Diener's head and foul. 2 balls, 1 strike, runner at second and third. 2 outs. Toby Grimm at third and Matthew Shaw at second. Another pitch swung on and fouled off. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Barry a strike away from getting out of the inning. And the pitch. In there, strike 3, got him looking. And the Irish have a lot of work to do. Bottom of the 6th coming up next. Wild lead 14-4. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. John McGraw to lead it off for the Irish. They need to score at least 1 run to keep this game going. Otherwise, if they have another donut, we're looking at the end of the ball game due to mercy rule. 14-4. A huge spot put up here. Little dribbler up the third base line. Fire from the pitcher in time for round number 1.
Third baseman, Sam Schilling.
That's the 4th play that Shaw has made. 4th 1-3 put out here. It'll be Sam Schilling. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And this one will go through for another base hit. There is life on the Irish's side tonight. As the line keeps moving, Akil Powell will now step in. He is 0 for 1. He reached on an error, scored. Also has an RBI and struck out looking his last time up. Pickoff attempt to first, no good. Schilling calls for time and he will be granted it. First pitch to Akil on the way. Grounded down the third base line and foul. Great play there by Patrick Mulholland, using 2 hands. Always use 2 hands, kids. Schilling at first. 0-1. Swung on down the right field line and foul just by a few feet. That could have scored at least a run had it continued rolling down there. Schilling was on his horse. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, strike 3 at a high fastball at 61 miles an hour. That's only the third strikeout for Shaw.
Jack Newcomb.
It'll be Jack Newcomb, the last chance for the Irish. Pickoff attempt to first. Not in time. As Dietker tried to go with a hidden ball move there, fake throwing it back to the pitcher. First pitch to Newcomb will have to be put on hold as another throw over to first is not in time as this one gets away from the throw back from Dietker to Shaw. (14-4). An 8 spot put up in the top of the 6th inning helped the Wildcats in this position. Another base hit down to left field as a hit and run. He's going to third. Oh no, he's in a rundown. And he will be tagged out, and that will be the ball game. So a base hit credited to Jack Newcomb, but a 7-5 putout to end the game. (14-4) your final score. We'll be back for the mini post-game show and give you all the final stats. Again, 14-4 final score. Wildcats will advance to a 4-1 record. The Irish 0-5. We'll be back with more.
Thank you for your support of high school athletics. Have a great evening and a safe drive home.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Final score, 14-4. Wildcats take it with a huge 6th inning of 8 runs to give them a 14-4 victory over the Prince of Peace Irish. Winning pitcher will be Matt Shaw. He went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, only 2 earned. He'll take the win in only 3 strikeouts. Losing pitcher will go to Tate Rudin. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 6 runs allowed, and only 1 earned with 5 strikeouts. Barry would go the last inning, 4 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, and 3 strikeouts. Final line score for the Wildcats, 14 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, and for the Irish, 4 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors. Game finishes around 8:50 tonight. But a beautiful day at the ballpark. Yeah, I want to thank you for joining us here. Andre Seda will give a big thanks to our crew here. Danica and Nate and Braden and Brad all working today. Thank you for joining us for the mock broadcast. We'll have our first broadcast here at Nelson Court Field on May 31st, opening day, as the Lumber Kings will host the normal Corn Belters here at Nelson Court Field to start off the 2023 season. We hope to see you there. For everyone here, I'm Andre Seda. We'll see you next time. Have a great night. Right.